Welcome. My name is Thomas. Back again with another video. Here to talk about the three C's: cash flow, credit, and collateral. These are the parts of the elements of acquiring lines of credit and loans that play a role in that. Out of the three C's, you don't have to have all three, just one. You want to leverage your strength as a small business owner. So if you're a startup, maybe you got great personal credit score and history and a profile, and you got some significant credit already established on the personal side of 3,000 or more, 680 or higher credit score on all three credit bureaus to leverage in a program we get called Credit Line Hybrid, which will help you fast track getting business credit much faster by leveraging your personal credit score and history. If you don't have that option, maybe like myself, personal credit score and history is not that great, and so I had to apply for business credit as a way to build a credit profile and score. And with business credit, is 0 to 100 is the profile score range. And so you want to be able to get an 80 baseline on all three: Dun& Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. And so we help small businesses learn how to leverage that with a proven system uh, that we walk you through step by step, live training and coaching from our team, updated information that works today, not outdated stuff that someone talked about 5, 2, or 10 years ago, but we stay on top of the industry in general to make sure what we do and how we help small businesses leverage business credit and finances to grow their scale in business is up to date. And we have a dedicated team for that. And so I'm here to briefly go over these three C's: cash flow from the business income. If as a startup, you wouldn't have that more likely. So as a startup, you would look at how great your personal credit score and history is. Like I said, if you're one of those persons that had a great personal credit score and history of 680 or better on all three credit bureau reports, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and you already got personal credit leveraged of 3,000 or more, then it's a chance we could probably help you with this program that might fast track your success of getting started. Or if you have some type of collateral, so those are the three C's that we talk about that's going to give you access to funding uh, that's going to be crucial to how you get started. Me, like I said, since I have a great personal credit score and history, I had to just simply get started with building out business credit. And the base for that was starting with Tier 1, which is starter vendors. We call them Net 30 accounts. So Uline, Granger, uh, Crown Office Supplies, JJ Gold. There's a lot of different Tier 1 starter vendors with Net 30 accounts we can start with. But what we do in that situation is we have to have a foundation set, which we call fundability inside Credit Suite. And when we've been a business loan broker and a partner, we do our best to go out and educate you first on how we help you leverage business credit to grow and scale your business based on where you're at inside your journey, based on your overall situation and what you got going on for you. We see if we can leverage that in any way. And if not, we have to go through a process to get you ready, like I'm doing for myself. I'm a live case study on the process that I had to go through, because on the personal credit side, I can't leverage that at all to get me where I need to go. So I got to start with business credit and build a foundation for that. And we had to start with Tier 1 vendors, which we call Net 30 accounts. And so again, like I said, Uline, uh, Crown Office Supplies, Granger, Maverick. There's a lot of Tier 1 vendors that give you Net 30 accounts with no personal credit check and no personal guarantee. But the way you get that is having a foundation set where your business name is in order, when your business phone number is in order, your business address, your business account, your merchant account, 411 listing with your business name, uh, professional email address and website. Uh, these are the things that you want to have in order. The last thing we want to do is create a business structure and get an EIN number for it, where we got a Secretary of State account that we're going to do an LLC with or a corporation with. Those are the business structures we want to have one of that's going to help us build business credit. And so what I had to do, and what I didn't realize, I had the foundation put in place years ago when I first got started, but I didn't understand too much about business credit. It's not wasn't even on the radar like it is now. And so I had a brick and mortar office which gave me the address. We had professional email address and website. We had the business phone numbers. We had the business accounts, the merchant accounts. We had all the foundation set up when I initially opened my business, but didn't realize how to leverage it when it came to being able to build business credit and financing to grow and scale my business. And that was back in 2006-07. So we come a long way from that time to now, where there's more information being released into the atmosphere online that's giving us access to information that wasn't available back then in 2006-07. If it was, I didn't hear about it. And so now I'm able to leverage this information to build and grow my own business by using one of the three C's. And like I said, uh, since I didn't have enough cash flow to leverage, I didn't have a great personal credit score to take advantage of, and I didn't have any collateral, I had to go on the business credit route where I got my foundation set. And with that foundation, I was able to get 7 tier 1 starter vendor accounts with net 30s that approved me from 400 all the way up to 3,700 in credit. The key to building business credit and profile score fast is how fast you move. Meaning you got to have some form of income in to be able to get your foundation set, because it was an investment to get a business phone number. That was an investment that cost money for that. Professional email address and website cost money for that. Merchant accounts generally are free. Business accounts, you make a small deposit to fund it. If you don't have a brick and mortar location, then you looking at virtual address. I'm using Alliance. And so these are the things I had to go reestablish with the foundation, which we call fundability inside Credit Suite, allowed me to get tier 1 starter credit vendors to build my profile and score out. Right now, I'm in the waiting mode of waiting for them to report to those agencies, Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian, to build my credit profile and score. I want to have an 80 across the board, because 100 is the highest the credit score goes. So I want to have an 80 at least. Anything past that is a bonus. And so I'm going to take you to the next slide and talk about some specific funding options. So merchant cash advances is you processing debit and credit cards through Stripe, PayPal, Square, and having enough volume over a monthly basis to the point where now they deemed you worthy enough to be able to get some form of loan from that. And so at Square, the threshold was a minimum of $10,000, and they would invite you for see if you qualify for a loan if you needed it. And so that's basically how merchant cash advances work. Is that based on your consistent volume of income coming through with debit cards and credit card transactions, and I think they even might count invoices. I'm not sure, but the bottom line was I had enough volume coming through last year where they sent me an invitation to loan me some money. And so that's one of the funding options. That's the most common for people that's using a payment processor like Square, Stripe, or PayPal. Inventory financing, meaning if you in the retail space, the e-commerce space, where you got all this inventory that you need to sell, you might can leverage that to get financing from it to help you fund your daily operations. Equipment financing, where you might have enough equipment where you can leverage that to get financing from. Accounts receivable is where you got clients that pay you on credit for your products or service, and you got enough receivables up there that you might can leverage to get a loan from that. And then revenue financing is where the revenue that you generate and your normal business operations is calculated as the average sales price times the number of units sold. It is the top line or gross income figure from which costs are subtracted to determine net income. Revenues also known as sales on the income statement. So that revenue financing option is another thing. So those 5 different funding options based on what you do inside your business that you can take a look at. And so these are the things that small businesses want to be able to position to leverage and have access to. And then you want to fortify that by making sure your personal credit score and history is good. Clean that up if you need to. I'm working on cleaning that up at the same time working on building my business credit score and profile. And so by the end of summer, I have my personal credit score and profile cleaned up. Be with my next steps with credit reporting to make sure that the credit vendors that I have, I report the information correctly, and the trade lines I constantly get going forward are being reported accurately as well. And anything that's on my credit profile that I'm not familiar with, have them removed. And so that's what credit monitoring is about, is to help you make sure the credit you got and the credit you constantly will be applying for is being reported accurately. And there's no things on there that you're not familiar with. The next steps will be tier 2, which is uh, store credit, you know what I'm saying, retail credit, where I can get some business credit from Staples, Office Max, Lowe's, Dell, Newegg, et cetera. Those are the next levels of getting business credit set for yourself. The third tier vendors, that's tier 2. Tier 3 is fleet credit. So if you have a business model where transportation and vehicles are a high-end priority for you to have to conduct business, then you want to apply for some fleet credit that's going to take care of the maintenance of your vehicles across the board. Tier 4 is revolving credit, where we talk about Discover, MasterCard, Discover Card, American Express. That's revolving credit, where you get credit limits from anywhere from 10,000 on up, based on your credit profile score and your ability to have an 80 or higher. And so it's so much information to share and talk about when it comes to business credit and financing that, I have to do videos on a daily basis just to share tidbits of what we do and how we help small businesses learn how to leverage business credit and financing to grow and scale a business with a proven system and software that we use to help you make that happen. The credit I got with the tier 1 starter net 30 vendors, I didn't have to guess. We get a list of vendors that fall into tier 1. We get the criteria of what we had to have to be able to get approved from them. We get who they report to. We get all this information in tier 1 with our software and our proven system on applying for tier 1 vendors, where we don't have to guess what the requirements are. We already know. We ain't got to go Google it. We already know. We got a system in place that gives us all the information we need. We got live coaching from advisors that's going to help walk us through this process, where we don't have to figure it out. We don't have to guess. We don't have to count on erroneous and misleading information on social media pages, because we have a team that's been there and done it for multiple years of helping over 50,000 small businesses learn how to leverage business credit and financing to grow and scale their business. If you want to be able to work with a team and work with a company that's proven themselves worthy in this industry of helping small businesses make that happen, we want to hear from you. I do live Zoom calls on a regular basis showing you the system that I'm talking about and the way you get access to that, because I'm looking for targeted individuals who follow instructions, who connect with what I'm talking about, who I can work with, who have a desire to want to learn how to leverage business credit and finance to grow and scale their business and get options like these that they might not be familiar with, that might not even know exist, that they might leverage inside their business already that they just don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So 773-782-1320 is how you text me your email address, and I'll send you a link with the time and date of our next upcoming live Zoom call that shows you the proven system that I'm talking about. Or you can simply call me from that number. We can talk, we can chat. I can find out more about you and your situation and what's going on with you, to see if I can possibly help you right now with some type of direct funding options based on your credit score being 680 or higher, clean credit profile, no charge-offs, no bankruptcies and liens or nothing like that. Those are the things that you can't have that's going to hinder your ability to get the financing you want. And so if you fall into that category where you got a great personal credit score and history already, and you want to leverage that to start grow your business, I want to hear from you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk. Let's chat. And so here, thank you for watching. Connect with us. This is the number I mentioned again. You can also email me, a brief message, your name, and I can reach back out to you at my FFBs. We can talk, we can chat, we can get to know one another. We can give you the information you need to know and understand, because see, the challenge you're going to face if you haven't already is that there's so many people online talking about helping you build business credit and financing for your business, and you got to find out which one of those people are legit who has the right information, who has the right knowledge, the skills, the insight, and the know-how to help you make that happen. I have a team already in place to help me carry you through that process. But it's my job to educate you up front first to make sure you're a good fit for us and that you understand how we help you leverage small business credit to be able to scale your business. And that once you've come to understand what we do and how we help, and you have realistic expectations on what that looks like, because there's no done for you services. We don't do done for you because there's no such beast when it comes to done for you building business credit and financing. There's no such thing as that. So you want to stray away from people who talk about done for you when it comes to help you build business credit and finance. That's uh, a gray area you want to stay out of. Thank you for watching this presentation. Share this presentation with people like yourself, who are business owners who have a desire to learn how to leverage business credit and financing to grow and scale their business, who want a proven system, who want a proven team, who want proven updated information that we use and rely on to grow and scale our own businesses by using the same information that we sell to you. I'm going through the same program that I'm selling. I'm not going to be selling to you. I'm going through the program myself because there's no shortcuts. I had to go through the same process that I'm guiding you through, and the team guiding you through. We had to go through the same because there's no magic pill, no magic bullet. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.